Welcome to IPS Sports Zone 2024. Since the end of AFCON 2023 tournament in Cote d'Ivoire, this will be the first day that will be joining us on the program today. And permit me to welcome on my right, I have please move to the right and introduce yourself.
My name is Tenhag. Honest.
And also to my left, I have someone very big.
Erik is my name. People call me Fabulous.
Let's get to it. Okay, Honest, what do you say to the AFCON season for Manchester United? Are you satisfied or not?
No, not for Manchester United fans should be satisfied. Of course, yes, we understand that I'm a Manchester United fan. And the obvious thing is that no true Manchester United fan will be satisfied by what happened in the 2023-2020. You have just cited some of the examples. And I would like to portray the fact that not just within the teams that played in the league this year alone, in the history of the EPL, no team. I think the last team that considered as much as we considered in shots this season is Derby, where they relegated. And they won, I think, around 6 games throughout that season. We considered more shots than Derby in that season. So that speaks volume of exactly how Manchester United set out in the 2023-2024 season. Hopefully, we'll have a better giver for 2024-2025 and say exactly how we can move from that.
Well, I do not want to speak for Fabulous here, but I can say that, if you take a look at the injuries Manchester, especially the backline, Manchester United had this season, what do you say to Andrew Onana?
You see, in fairness, I wouldn't want to be so hard on Andrew Onana because something leads us to something. If you have a team set out effectively enough to do the bidding of defending accurately, you probably might not have those shots coming at your goalkeeper. So where we have differences in what Onana did in this season is where we do not have that control. I expected my own goalkeeper, Manchester United goalkeeper, the greatest club in the history of the Premier League, the biggest club. That's you, but that's that. You don't argue for argument. So if you're talking about the biggest team, if you're talking about the biggest team in the world, you're talking about Manchester United, and if that's the case, okay, you expected more from your own goalkeeper to take control of this area and be able to at least command those areas to be able to organize his own defense. So, from that point of view, I think he has not done enough for Manchester United this year.
Well, what is Fabulous now? I think from his position, we know what he's standing for today. So, I do not know what you are standing for. But then, 2024 season, are you satisfied?
Thank you. You see, as said by our comrade, no true Manchester United fan will be happy or satisfied with what actually happened to Manchester United just completed that season. But the fact is, when we are analyzing the outcome of that season for Manchester United, we need to be fair. Because the team, we know what the team is capable of. Thank you. Because I have seen different Manchester United fans criticizing the giver, the coach, criticizing.
Are they not supposed to?
They are supposed to. But when you want to criticize someone, it means that person is not doing or he has not done what's expected of him to do. But look at the circumstances surrounding the failure that Tenhag experienced in the just completed season. We will all agree that it is laced and surrounded by one thing, and that is injury.
No, so injury is part of the game.
It is part of the game. But one thing we should all know is that when you don't have the necessary tools available, there's nothing you can do. You can only make effort. You can only try. But now look at it. Be proud to last season, the just completed season. We all knew, or we all know what Erik did for the team, and the records are there. Now, if you compare the squad, if you compare the team he had that season to what he has in the just completed season, you know that this is all what he could cover. So if at all you want to criticize him, we should at least, because he has just spent 2 seasons, then you should at least give him another season to justify if truly he deserves the accolade or he deserves the respect. People are now another point is that you see this thing is very obvious.
Fabulous. You were saying something, and I think I have actually not that point. But I have seen some commentators that said one of the reasons, I'm not even trying to bail you out for something here, that Erik Tenhag actually failed in the outcome season was that he demanded for some players and he didn't get them. What do you have to say to that?
Yes, that's another.
So he had to wait for what do you say to it?
That's another problem.
But I have another. I think
you've not even allowed me to say anything on that. Yes, it is one thing for you to need something because you are the one in charge and you actually know what you need to have to record a success. Now, his proposals were not completely attended to. Now, he had no choice than to just go for the availability. Now, those people even came in. They were not also available. And injuries, this is not his fault. Because you cannot say he's the one who is kicking the player's leg and not even his training. That is just not even his training. Injury is part of the game. And now it has come. And just make use of the he has done what
you see, I have not actually highlighted the fact that Tenhag is a failure. But since you are asking me this question, let me emphatically state it here. That there is no two ways to it. Tenhag is a failure. And I will give you an example. I'll give you different criteria. As a manager, you are expected to manage a team. So if I said Tenhag is a failure, I am saying as a manager, his man management skill is whack. If you are a manager, you are expected to oversee the activities, purchasing and releasing of players. I am saying he's bought.
But then, let me give you an example. The function at Arsenal, we actually demanded Ateta to ask for the player. Someone like Edu, he gets to work and
let me just land. Before the hand came, the structure was there. The structure he met was the same structure that was there. Yeah. So why are you complaining about the structure now? When he was coming in, he saw everything during the interview before he was appointed. He knows his responsibility. Now let us put it.
It was just
okay. I've had it. There is no structure, right? But he bought players. He demanded for some players. Who are those players that he bought? He bought Anthony for us. What's the outcome for Anthony?
Trophy draws. How many came on board? You won it.
Some people will ask you that what was gone. I am sorry. I forgot now. You know, Adiwadi actually won the World Cup in 2018, and he did nothing. He actually not.
You didn't allow me to come to town with what I'm saying. Saying I didn't get what I want is the basis for my failure. Is failure in itself. Nothing. I repeat, nothing in the world got all what they want in players. Nothing. But that's enough of this world. But the Real Madrid of this world, but the Barcelona of this world. Everything got to do with what they have. And then you will see this is the hard part.
If you want to do anything, this is the hard part. What does it have about that? It's bad. It's all bad.
This is now the hard part. What matter is Manchester United.
I'll come back to it. I would say Manchester United didn't get Frankie. They got Amrabat. And Amrabat in 2022 World Cup was everything that you wanted in a player. In the defensive midfielder. You know, he didn't get Kimi J. He opted for John Williams. What else? Who else? I don't know if you can help me with many, but he can't get Erik. And he went for Oilon. Yes. Now, this is the point. He brought in Sofia Amrabat because he trusted him. He brought in Oilon, who had scored, I think, 7-8 goals in the season for Atalanta. He brought in Evans. He brought in Mount for a whopping, I think, 60 million.
And he wanted
50 million. Yes, he wanted Mount. He brought in Oilon for a fee above 50 million. You know, these guys, if you accumulate the resources that went into these players, you do not give them any reason to fail. Because, of course, I may not know many things, but I knew that Ateta wanted Issa Smith at Manchester United. He didn't get him. Manchester United because of the relationship between him and Erik Tenhag. He went for Zinchenko. That season, he competed for the league. That same season, he got him that very because he couldn't get Vlahovic from Juventus. And that season, he did what Arsenal had not done in maybe 10, 12 years. So, is that a path that a club as big as Manchester United should be following?
So, you see, I like the example you actually made. You see, when
this may be your last one.
Okay, no problem. When he proposed some players and he was unable to get them, he went for the alternatives, he went for the available ones, and he definitely tried them. So when he didn't work, he had no choice than to keep on trying. But now let me just give the instance. You said the season Ateta brought in Zinchenko and they contested for this. The same thing happened the first season. I'm talking the season Tenhag took charge Manchester United. He brought in Martinez and some other players, and we went from seventh to third. Even though it was 7 goals, something that I've not happened since. We have progression. We last season, yes, third on the Lord. We were run out in the FA Cup. He went to that. What I'm just trying to say that he was able to lay his hands on those he proposed then. But this time around, he proposed some players and the team could not provide for them. He had no choice than which is normal. Which is normal. You get the players. You look for that's the result you get. No. Let me give you an example. Marco Hughes rejected every big teams in the world. Every Madrid, at the time Manchester United, Liverpool, Barcelona, and the rest of them. Look at what I mean. That means Madrid could replace Michael Hughes with something as a coach. You should be able to do that. That's exactly now. His proposal are not connected. Your passing shots. Honest.
You see, when you measure Tenhag on the pedestal of what Manchester United is, there is no true answers. Failure. No Manchester United giver after Sir Alex Ferguson has been as worse as Tenhag, save from West, who doesn't even have 8 months. Now you are asking for 3 years for him to establish himself. You have Luis Van Gaal, who is on the verge of winning an FA Cup,
Who had a
philosophy.
Yeah.
After
was
2
one
years,
of the
we were about playing FA Cup final. We qualified for Champions League, and Liverpool was sacked. Mourinho came in, won the Europa Cup, won Carling Cup, gave us Champions
That
League.
should be the most successful coach.
He was.
Yes.
We sent him packing. But the Solskjaer Cup, arguably the only gamer that has been able to establish the Manchester United identity in terms of the pattern of football that we know Manchester United.
Because he was
Arguably, because he was a former legend. And then what happened? When the result was going negative, we did what? He was sad. And then that's the same thing that's supposed to happen with Tenhag. In a situation wherein a team like Manchester United does not only finish at 8th position, finish with a negative goal difference. Negative goal difference for Manchester United. Now,
on the other side, your fans are even taking for your ticket right. Yes,
you have a giver that's 400 million pounds. 400 million pounds. I did a progression and regressing so massively. If you take a step forward and you're taking 2 steps backward, what else do you want from that manager? You have a manager who has publicly stated that for next season we are still not going to compete. And you still want
Manchester City.
At the time, Chelsea was 12th on the league. We were about 4th or 3rd on the log.
Yeah.
Chelsea finished the season above Manchester United. I do not know exactly what you want again that you are not seeing in Tenhag. Everybody understands that he is a failure, and then we need to. So I don't know. Ineos, if they are listening to me, it is time for Tenhag to say bye-bye to Manchester United. And I hope before we start the next season, like Ferdinand kindly said the other time, I don't think Tenhag will be staying with Manchester United.
Well, thank you. You see, everyone is entitled to his opinion. Everyone is entitled to his own opinion. But before I just give my own contribution, I just want to say something on what he said. He said something that we've been changing coaches. I have no problem with the coaches we discarded in the past. But what I'm saying is that if we should continue this terrain, it means we are not going to move forward. And that is what if we are allowed to wait, maybe we would have gotten to where we are going. But we did not allow them to go. If something is repeated with that, then it means we are going to be bouncing on the spot. On this note, I am still urging all fans out there that Erik is a tactical coach. And he is the man. He is the man for the job.
Guys, thank you very much for being on the podcast with me today. It has been a very, very enjoyable session with you. If I want to hope that whenever we send you an invite, you'll be able to give us your in-depth analysis about the game of football that we love so much. And before we leave this particular session, I'm glad to tell you that this particular show, the IPS Sports Zone, Lloyd Podcast Studio Sports Zone, will be coming live every week. And you are our greatest strength. So on the other part, from Toles, I think he has been able to justify his position that Tenhag is a failure. And Fabulous on the other part said Tenhag is not a failure. Because Toles was talking from the angle of the class which we knew Manchester United to be in the past. And he said they have been regressing since Erik Tenhag came in. And also Fabulous said we can only give him time and he will deliver. If you take a look at what happened at Arsenal, Arteta came in the first 3 matches, he was beating blue black. So and now Arsenal are competing. To the next time that we'll be meeting on this particular show. I'm your host, Young Student. Thank you very much for joining us.